As a school district superintendent and a junior and high school principal, Dr. David Harnish had a lot on his plate. But when the summer vacation came along, he didn't spend his time off relaxing. On the contrary, Harnish instead worked 90-hour weeks in order to achieve something incredible. In 2017, Harnish had moved to the Martin Public Schools District with his wife Kelly, after he'd landed the job of superintendent and high school principal there. He'd previously worked for 11 years as a curriculum director and principal of the state's new Lothrop area public schools. The experienced educator also had accepted a $100,000 a year salary and signed a contract binding him to 3 years in his new position. He asked for the added responsibility of being the junior high principal too, and at the time, Harnish revealed his excitement at getting started and having the opportunity to make a difference. Harnish said in a statement, "I'm really looking forward to being an active participant in the community. The demographics of the area are very similar to where I grew up, a rural community and small school where everyone knows one another," he added. "This is my golden opportunity to use my education and take my career to the next level." By the time that school was finishing up for the summer 2029 then, Harnish had worked for Martin Public Schools for almost 4 years. And in that time, he'd made changes. He'd given the part-time woodwork teacher a permanent position, for example. He'd also proposed a complete reevaluation of the syllabus. But what the principal did during that summer also made an impact. The Martin schools had not been renovated in a long time, since 2001 in fact. As a result, they all desperately needed a fresh coat of paint. However, it was going to cost an estimated $150,000 to hire professionals to complete the job, which of course is a substantial amount of money. That's about 3 teacher salaries, Harnish told Michigan's WWMT in August 2019. "We're a 625 student district, so $150,000 is really significant." And the superintendent didn't think that shelling out so much cash was a good use of the district's resources. That's $150,000 would have taken away from the kids or the potential for us to take care of our staff, Harnish explained to Fox 17 in Michigan. So, the hard-working principal came up with an unusual solution. As it turns out, an $18 million bond was passed to provide the district with new facilities, including an auditorium and gym. However, the buildings needed new paintwork to match, and Harnish wanted to prove to his employees that he wouldn't expect them to complete a task that he wasn't willing to take on himself. As a consequence then, he decided to paint the schools himself over the summer break. Naturally though, the renovations weren't quick to complete, and so Harnish worked long, grueling hours to get the job done. "It's been pretty much 7 days a week," he revealed to WWMT. "Between cleaning and painting, it's been about 90 hours a week." Harnish clearly worked hard over the summer, putting in the effort and hours. And when he was finished, each and every classroom and all the hallways for every grade within the district had been repainted. "I am a servant leader. I think that's important," the principal told WWMT. But the superintendent wasn't doing it alone. He worked with part-time laborers as well as students that were still in school and some recent graduates. "It's neat to be able to give these seniors the opportunity to do some summer work too," Harnish explained to Fox 17. And although the whole undertaking has been a huge one for Harnish, he simply wanted to do what was best for his students. This was a way to save the district money and to make sure that it doesn't take away from the children, he revealed to WWMT. Furthermore, one of the teenagers working with Harnish was happy to see the principal being so practical. Austin Marsman, who graduated from Martin Public Schools in 2018, was one of the team that had helped with the painting. And he expressed his appreciation at seeing the superintendent getting his hands dirty. "It's really encouraging. You think of your leadership everywhere, and you think they're so distant," he told WWMT. Marsman added that a lot had changed in school since he was younger, thanks to Harnish. The high school graduate continued, "I can't remember as an elementary kid being like, 'Ooh, that's the principal, the superintendent.' Now it's like our superintendent's there alongside us, putting in the effort to build a relationship. It's been a really good experience." And Harnish went all out to prove anyone that didn't believe he'd complete the mammoth task wrong. Members of the community were even encouraged to go and see the finished paint job, as well as the other new facilities before school started again. A ribbon-cutting ceremony also took place in August 2018. What's more, Harnish hopes that all the students involved in the project will remember this for years to come. As a Martin alumnus, they'll come back and say, "Listen, I was part of that year when we painted the entire facility and saved money for the kids, for the school, and for the community. And we made a difference," he said. And after Harnish's story made its way online and to the local news, his commitment to the schools blew people away. Thank you for setting a fine example for teachers, staff, and students of what dedication and sacrifice looks like. May he inspire others. Diane Wiltz Yope shared on Facebook. However, some claim that while Harnish is indeed an inspiration, his efforts prove that education needs more government funding. This is an awesome story, and the district should be very proud to have him as their superintendent, but it's sad that he had to spend his summer doing something that the government should be doing. Nicholas Futrell commented. Yet, while Harnish's dedication to making his school district a better place has impressed many people, the humble principal has insisted that it was simply his way of seeing the project through to completion. Indeed, he later told Fox 17 that if he hadn't taken the initiative himself, he would have been retired by the time the painting got done.